So you've probably actually seen some messages that have come up that are really talking about digital certificates. You could see messages that say that the digital, maybe it wasn't digitally signed, a message or a piece of software that you downloaded, or that there's the expiration date has been met, or that you don't trust, your system doesn't trust the company or the certificate authority that actually signed that digital certificate. So what happens is if a digital certificate comes over to your system, you're going to go through the processes that I talked about of validating that digital certificate. And if, let's say, it's written or it was created by a CA that is not in your list that you trust, you get a message that'll pop up and tell you, look, you don't trust this company, and do you want to proceed? And you push yes or no. Now, if you hit yes, there's usually another box that says if you always want to trust this certificate authority, you can check this box. And that means then it's going to be, that CA will be put in your list and you'll have the public key. Now, this is all, this whole PKI, it's a good and popular solution, and it's being used all over the place, even, on the web and different environments. The one issue that I personally have, it has nothing to do with CISSP, but I personally have, is when these boxes come up and ask the user if they want to proceed or not, the user usually has absolutely no idea what that box is saying. I mean, how many people really understand the whole process of an RA and a CA and a digital certificate and digital signatures? So what it's doing is it's putting it on the user, saying, do you want to proceed or not? And really, most users don't really fully understand what they're clicking yes to. So, and not even all security professionals fully understand how PKI works. So that's one thing to think about. It's not necessarily what you have to know for the CISSP exam, but if you're trusting a PKI like in your organization, remember that when these boxes, these messages come up and ask the user something, the user really doesn't necessarily understand what they are saying yes or no to. So if we look at one example, it doesn't have to be just a person that's going to get a digital certificate. It could be devices, systems, software, but it's going to go through the same process. Its identification will have to go to an RA. The RA will have to validate it. Once that passes, then it goes to the CA, and the CA will create the certificate, and it will be installed on whatever, the device, the software, and it'll be used with users and other applications for the whole trust factor that we talked about.